welcome back to my channel. It's me, Cherry Blossom, and summer is right around the corner, or basically here, which means it is time to make summer bucket lists. I think summer bucket lists are a super fun thing to do to help you get motivated and not get bored during the summer, and also to help you like reach your goals and just have like a really nice aesthetic and productive summer. So some of you might want to make a vision board, but you don't really know what to include. So I'm going to be giving you guys some ideas and just like fun things to include, and I'll try to pop up a few pictures. Okay, so basically first I feel like you kind of need to figure out what kind of your goals are. Like if you want to get in shape, work out more, eat healthy, anything like that, you kind of need to like decide what sort of things like is your general sort of goal. And once you have that sort of goals down, then you can kind of go from there. So one thing about it is like you don't have to only include your goals, you can also just include things that are fun, and then you can sort of make a vision board for more like your goals. And if you're making a digital bucket list, you can also just include some little pictures beside, just to sort of get you in the vibe, or like I drew some pictures with some of my bucket lists that you can see hanging up there. I have personally 3 pages worth of bucket lists, and I am so ready for summer. So let's get into ideas for your summer bucket list. Okay, so first off, we're gonna start with fitness. So I think that it's great to have things like smaller goals on your bucket list, like go on a certain amount of mile run, or try some sort of new workout technique, or like yoga or something like that you haven't tried before. I think that those are really fun and just like goals that aren't like super like stressed or anything. Also in that same sort of fitness section, you can put like buy a cute water bottle, buy a workout set, workout for 7 days in a row, make a workout montage, anything like that. But you cannot work out without good nutrients in your body, so I think like eating good food is a nice thing to put on your bucket list. But you can't just put eat good food, because that's more of like a vision board thing, that's not really a bucket list sort of thing. But you can put make a smoothie, try a new kind of vegetable or new kind of healthy snack. Also, going to the beach is like a fun thing, but it's also can help you get in shape, because there's like if you like take a walk on the beach or anything like that. So I think going to the beach is a great thing to do, and it's like super summer vibes. Also like going on shopping sprees, and if you don't have like a ton of money, you can just go to like thrift stores, and I think shopping at thrift stores is actually a really good idea, and you can find lots of nice summery clothes there, like at Goodwill or any other like consignment store. I haven't been able to find like workout sets, but you can just buy those on Amazon and they're pretty cheap. So yeah. Also, I know this sounds a little bit funny, but I put like try coffee on my vision board because it's just like a good time to like try new foods and try new things. So I put like some different foods that I want to try, like coffee and things like that, on my vision board. So if there's anything that you've been wanting to try for a while, you can just put it on there. Or if there's any new experiences that are good to do in summer, like beach volleyball, canoeing, anything like that, that would be a really fun thing to put on there. Stargazing and watching the sunrise and the sunset are really nice things that are like you don't have to pay to do them, and they can just like make you feel so good, and like it's just such a fun experience, I feel like. Also just like eating fruit, making homemade lemonade, anything like that, it's all really healthy, but it's also really fun things to put on your bucket list. Like you can have like a little, instead of like an ice cream bar, a little fruit bar, and you can just like eat a bunch of fruit during the summer, so I feel like that's a nice thing to put on there. And also just like making iced teas is a nice thing, because those are like nice and refreshing. Also making homemade popsicles, any like homemade sort of foods that are like summery and nice, those are all really fun things to put on your bucket list. Okay, so there's also like things that you like only do once, or like are not able to do most of the time, like go to a ball game, like that's more expensive or more exclusive or something. Go to an outdoor concert, things you wouldn't have time for during like the busyness of just like when school is going through, if you're still in school. Like things that you just like normally wouldn't have time for but you can do over the summer. Like take a whole day trip to explore. That's a really fun one that I did, and I'm kind of gonna do it twice this summer, and I'm really excited about that. Also, just like hanging out with friends. Hanging out with friends is just like super fun thing to do. So if you just put it, hang out with friends, and then like you get together with one of your friends, and then you can check it off, and it's just a really fun thing. And I think hanging out with your friends is a super fun thing to do over the summer. Different sports are really fun. So like mini golf, bowling, bike riding, anything like that, just fun activities sort of to do. And some of them you don't have to pay money, like for bowling and stuff you obviously would, but also like just like tennis stuff, anything like just fun sort of sports like that. Oh, also I forgot to say about the fitness part, also just like go to the gym, even if you don't do it a bunch of times, just doing it once is just like still really fun to do and just like get you in sort of like a nice vibe. And still, once is better than no times. I think that what I struggle with is like I set these big goals like 30-day challenges or month-long challenges or like super long goals for working out, and then I get overwhelmed and just sort of out of it. So my new method is basically like I wake up, and if I feel like doing it that day, then I'm gonna do it that day. But I'm not gonna like say that I'm gonna do it for a super long time. I'm just gonna sort of get into the vibe. And honestly, I've just been kind of wanting to work out lately, and it's just actually like felt really good to know that I'm like doing good stuff for my body, and then I just want to do it one day. But if I don't want to do it and I'm just like out of the rhythm, I know I need to just like kind of reset my mind, so I'm just not gonna do it that day. I'm not gonna set super big boundaries because those are gonna just overwhelm me and I'm gonna end up not doing it. So just like setting smaller boundaries that are more doable and less overwhelming is a really big thing. Okay, so this one is kind of funny. It's like glow up basically. So there's a lot of different ways you can do it with skincare, hair care, anything like that. And like there are lots of different things that tell you how to. No one really needs to glow up, but sometimes it can feel nice to like have a day or have a week or whatever to like try these things that you found on the internet or different things like that that just like sort of help you glow up and get into like either the summer vibe or get you ready for the fall, anything like that. Just like sort of have like a little glow up self-care day. And on that note, having a spa day is a super fun idea that I have, and it can just feel so aesthetic and just like it's a really fun thing to do, and I just love the idea of a spa day. So I'm definitely doing that one. I think I might actually do it like multiple times. I was gonna say 2, but like I'm gonna do it more than 2. And on the note of like spa days and glow ups, just like doing self-care and like loving yourself basically. I feel like summer's a great time to just like kind of forget about like the stress of school and the stress of all those things and just sort of focus on yourself and focus on feeling good about yourself. I think that that is a great thing. So ways to do that and things to put on your bucket list for that are like doing journaling. I think that can be a really healthy way. Also, I heard this recently, like anytime you're joking and you say something negative about yourself, or you're not joking or you are just thinking it, just like stop that and don't say the rest of it and sort of replace it with something positive instead. Even if it's just a thought, just replace it with something positive and just sort of kind of fake it till you make it, because I feel like it does honestly work in my experience. And sometimes you have to say, hey, I'm not exactly perfect, but also realizing that you don't have to be perfect can help you. So I just want you guys to know that you guys are perfect, and just try to think positive thoughts towards yourself, which is something that I really struggle with, but I'm trying to get better at it. Just thinking more positive thoughts, and I think that that can actually really help you. Do beachy makeup is a great thing. I just feel like it is so fun to do like summery makeup where you look like, where you put on like tanner or like a lot of blush and make it look like you're sun-kissed. I feel like that's just like a super fun thing. And just like trying out new hairstyles, makeup, clothes, anything like that. Also, like painting rocks and painting birdhouses and like doing just like cute little summery crafts is such a fun thing to put on there. Making homemade lemonade or doing a lemonade stand. So now here are a few things you can do at home. Movie marathon day, I feel like that's just so fun. I just love watching movies, and it would just be so fun to have a full day of like literally only watching movies. Also having a no phone day where you don't look at your phone, don't touch your phone. Try to do it maybe on a day that you're not going anywhere, because it would be kind of unsafe to not bring your phone. But just like not touching your phone, not looking at your phone, trying not to think about it, just having like a total detox of phones day. That's ironic that I'm saying it while I'm literally making a video on a phone. Also just going for a walk, just enjoying your area. If you haven't lived in your area long, it's a nice way to explore it. And if you have lived in that area long, it's a nice way to kind of almost realize things that you haven't realized yet. And I love going to a lake that's by my house, just like finding some cute little area. And I know everyone's not lucky enough to have a lake so near their house, so I'm actually really glad about that. But even if you don't have that, if you have any woods, any trees, any open fields, anything, I'm sure there's like some beauty that you can find in it. So like a way that you could word that is like go on a nature walk. I think that's a great thing to put on your vision board. Put on your bucket list. Making homemade face masks I think is a super fun thing. Also painting your nails is a really fun thing. Making friendship bracelets with your friends. Also, if you've never tried tanning, I feel like going outside and like actually tanning yourself, I feel like that would be a fun thing to try and get tan a little bit. Also, this is kind of a hard one, but I feel like it's a really cool idea. I'm a vegetarian right now just because of my personal beliefs. I don't know if I'm going to stay that way for my whole life, but that's just where I'm at right now. And I feel like it'd be a really fun challenge to try to be vegetarian for 1 week. So that would be a really fun thing to try. Also, if there's anything that's like unhealthy habits that you formed or just things you kind of want to do less of, it would be great to put either doing a day or a week or however long you feel like you can do of not doing that thing or of replacing that with something healthier. I feel like that'd be an amazing thing to put on your bucket list because it's productive, it's motivational, and it's like a challenge at the same time, but also I feel like it'd be really fun. So it's really good to keep a clean space and just a clean vibe and feeling in your mind. It helps everything. So if there's any areas in your like do a deep clean room. And also if there's like any areas you haven't cleaned in a while or any areas you would like to clean out a little more, then that would be great. On that note, summer is a great time to get rid of some stuff. So you can go through your old things, try to get rid of some stuff. I feel like that's a great thing to put on your bucket list. Like deep room clean, get rid of at least so many things. And yeah, taking pictures over the summer, I feel like that's such a fun thing to do and just a fun way to remember your summer. So I feel like that would be a great thing to put on your list. It's just like take pictures because you will be happy to have them. These ones are like kind of just doing like all throughout the summer, but like journaling, like good thoughts, healthy habits, anything like that. Also, it would be so fun to try a new needle arts like crocheting, knitting, anything, embroidery, cross stitch. I know crocheting and I want to do more of it over the summer. And cross stitch. Make a vision board. I feel like it's kind of similar to a bucket list, but like you can put it on your bucket list and then make it kind of based on the things you want to do with your summer. Also, going to a farmer's market, that's just like one last thought. Also, if there's something you really want to been doing for a while or you're like kind of scared to do it or you just haven't been able to or don't have the time, it's like a great time. Summer is a great time to do it and you can put that on your list. So yeah, I'm not really sure how many that was exactly. I'll probably have to count it and to put it on the thumbnail. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope you guys got some good bucket list ideas for summer and I hope you guys enjoy summer. I'm super excited about it. And yeah,